Good afternoon from a very dreary, very dark, not raining, poorly shoulder, but I'm in charge because Kat's in London, Peterborough. What have we got today? I am now looking at automating the upflow filter, which in manual is working fantastic. Really impressed. We'll just go into the greenhouse and I'll just explain one or two little things that have cropped up to make things easier to understand, especially for me. I'll follow you. Away you go. Clarity of the water, oh my goodness, looking awesome. Need to get Andy Daly in to clean these windows. Clearly I don't know what I'm doing. Anyway, we digress. So just looking back at the experimental area and when I tried to run the upflow filter through the biological side of the drum. First of all, there is a plentiful supply of water in the dirty side of the drum to draw off. As soon as it gets into the drum and through the drum screen, the speed of the water passing through the screen is clearly way down. It's got to be given time to sieve, take all the rubbish out before it goes into the biological area. As a result, running two pumps, the drum and the biological area can manage. When I run the experimental third pump, it depleted the water in the bio because we can't get the water through the screen fast enough. To be honest, I don't want to. Ways around it, I can take off the bio side and return to the bio side, which should just basically balance everything out, same as right is done. Or I can run the upflow filter from the dirty side, the bottom drain, so it assists the drum, not competes against it, but just assists the drum. So up to now it's running on the dirty side. All covered up. Clean side shut off, dirty side open, and running marvellous. So this is what we've got next. This cabinet will fit right in there, and that will be the control box for the automation for the upflow filter. Right, so now you've seen where the cabinet is going, we'll go in the garage, have a look at the inside of the cabinet. Go on, go on, go on. Okay, so this is the cabinet that you've just seen, and this is the back plate that sits inside the cabinet. Sorry for the noise. See if we can put a bit of light on. I hope I ain't got a lot of flicker, but I believe this is a flicker free light. Seems to be a little bit there, but never mind. I have got the internal workings which will sit in there, and you might think to yourself, oh, that's a big box. Future proof, future proof. If I need to put anything else in here, I can do. So there's a potential for me to put that right up out of the way, so it gives me plenty of space there. And I've also bought 3 spring-loaded cover panel mounted sockets, and these will be fitted on this side or that side. I haven't decided yet, but basically I have got 3. One will be for the solenoid valve, one will be for the air pump, and one will be for the 10,000 litre Vary pump. So I'll put them on the side, 1, 2, 3. There is a recess which is quite thin, so I'll be using that. And then that will be the experimental automated section of the upflow filter. And like I said, any future problems or any future, not problems, any future ideas that come into play, I can use this, and I've got top, side, bottom to play with putting extra cables in. But in the meantime, this will look pretty sparse when it's all wired up, but that's going to be done over the next couple of days. So that's where we are with that. Just a short little section. The fish are behaving much better. Cat will probably go through the, well, I would turn the technical side, the side that she likes to do. She likes all the sciencey stuff. We did put acroflavin in, we did put extra oxygen in, we did parameter checks on the water, and then all of a sudden the fish started perking up and feeling better, looking better. Characteristics were a lot better. If it was down to one thing, we don't know what it is, because we did a multitude of things all positively to try and make them feel better, and it's worked. So we can't put a finger on one thing that made them better, but they're feeling great, they're eating well, and they're growing well. So we'll leave that for there for the moment. Hopefully this is day one of the BKKS. I couldn't make it because I was busy. I've got all sorts of things to do, but all being well, I'm going to be there Sunday. See if that happens. So for starters, you need a 40mm hole saw and a mandrel. Measure out the side of the box, make 3 40mm holes. These are probably 41mm or 40.5, and you can just see the odd, if I can focus on this correctly, these corners, just the very edge just won't fit. So a little bit of filing and they should sit straight inside. Let's see how that goes. So a bit of drilling, bit of filing, and we end up with the 3 sockets on the side of the box. There are 4 screws that you need to put in, and this little rubber seal that just sits behind, keeps everything watertight. This is a watertight box and splash proof, and these come from Farnell. Very easy to source. I think delivered all 3 for 28 quid, which I think is pretty good value. You might be able to get them cheaper elsewhere. So that's another bit done. So this is the inside of the cabinet. 3 sockets fitted. Looking pretty smart, that. Quite impressed with that. I have to fit a clean push button, a start push button, maybe on the door, maybe on the side, maybe on the top. I haven't decided yet, and that will be to initiate the timer sequence. The back plate, I just happened to find some old trunking, so I put that on. I've also put live terminals and put a strapper bar across, neutral terminals with a strapper bar, and 2 earth terminals. And then these will be for the push button. Yes, I could use the terminals here, but what I'm going to do is just bring them round, drop them into that terminal, and then feed off this, or bring them round that way and feed off the top. I went on to Amazon and got a whole pack of these. These are just brilliant. So you get a set of terminals, you get some DIN rail, you get some earth terminals, some strapper bar, some numbers, some pin crimps, which are always handy. Yeah, that was pretty good. So I shall wire this up, probably not tomorrow, because hopefully I'm going to be in Coventry, so I might go for Monday. I'm still waiting for the non-return valve, which should have been in my possession Thursday, but good old eBay, when they let you down well. And I shall get the push button from Screwfix. I think it were about £8. Yes, I could use a bell push, and yes, they are significantly cheaper, but I did 10 years of panel wiring. Well, how old were I now? 18 to 28. I was a panel wireman before I went to Coca-Cola. So it's nice just to indulge in stuff that you did many years ago. So once I get the push button and the non-return valve, things will progress a bit further. Thankfully on this box there are extendable lugs, which I can use now. They're all solid, fastened on the box. I can use them to fasten on the wall, and they'll be a lot easier to get to. So all looking good up to now. That's at the end of that little segment. Thank you.
When he uses yellow, it's gone past 5 years. Yeah, twins. I'll probably not put the video together for the group. Yeah, so it's glasses only just need to from this one.
So continuing to be accosted by this man.
Hello.
What's your name and where do you come from?
I'm Martin. Koi Water Plants and Rants.
Stay still, stay still. There we go.
And I come from Dorset.
And why should people watch your channel?
Because it's informative.
Informative. And we've got this little lady.
Hello.
What's your name? Where do you come from?
I am Lawrence Magro. I come from the south of France. The French Connection.
So
Hello,
why should people watch the French Connection? French Connection.
Connection that you named.
Yeah.
You named that channel.
Sell yourself. Come on, Law, sell yourself. This is
Why? Because I'm nuts.
Because
I'm one of the only ladies who build ponds.
Yes, of course. That should be one of them.
Because all the knowledge that I gained, I'm trying to pass it on to you. This is what it's all about.
And she's going to do a garden visit, and she's going to do it all in French. You said November when you come up? Was it November?
Yeah.
Yeah.
holiday in November.
We'll get that sorted out. Right, thanks for stopping and talking.
See you later. Have a good shot.
Yeah, two then. I've got two of them still. Oh, you still got them two, yeah? I've got three. Three. Four.
So as I'm walking around and being constantly accosted by people because they've seen my famous face on my channel, so we've got today Nigel and
Julie.
well done Nigel and Julie. And why are you here today?
Just to take in all the sites and meet people like you that I keep
Oh, that's
looking
very
on
kind.
YouTube.
Are you going to be making any purchases? That's the question.
Probably. I'm probably going to be making a purchase, but probably food.
Probably food.
Got
Okay,
too
so
many fish as it is.
you've just told me that your pond appears on Quality Nishigoi.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay,
Dark from
and
Derby.
so we need to look for that pond in Derby,
Yeah, it was about a year ago.
and it's about a year ago, and it's an enclosed pond with like a conservatory around it.
That's right. Yeah.
Right, so
It's changed quite a bit since Tim did it a year ago.
right. Oh, seem to have some dogs here.
Yeah.
Right, we'll just show you a picture of a dog.
Come and play.
Those people that like dogs,
Yeah. You'll have to come and have a look.
we'll definitely come and have a look. We've got an invite there, so I'm going to get this gentleman's contact details and we'll go visit.
Yeah.
Right, Julie's fighting with the dog, so we'll stop it there. But thanks for bumping into us.
21, you are amazing.
Good afternoon.
Hello.
So, can you give me your name, your age, your home, and your profession?
That's already too many questions in one.
Get on
So
with it.
my name, I'm Lo Magro from the French Connection, which you have named. You've given a name to my channel. My age, 21. Look, 49.
And where do you live?
I live in near Southampton.
And what is your profession?
I work for the government.
Okay, won't say any more than that. And how many years have you been koi keeping?
So I've had koi for 4 years, almost 5 years now.
Okay.
But properly a year and a half.
Right. And what is your current pond size and how many fish do you have?
So I've got 11 fish, 12 fish from various sizes, and the current pond size is 6,500 litres.
Is this your forever pond? There will be
No.
That was an easy one. So let's say
That
tonight.
was just a trial.
Yes,
If I could
okay.
build it myself.
So let's say tonight that all your pond and all your koi disappeared. What would be your alternative hobby?
I've had so many hobbies in my life. I think I would take a rest.
So you would just take it that there would be a big hole in your life while you rested.
Yeah. I think
Okay.
my partner would be, my wife, sorry, would be really, really happy because then we could go on holiday.
Aha. So you could say that travel could be your alternative hobby.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. What has been during your koi keeping years your biggest triumph?
Keeping good water.
Keeping good water. That's a simple one. And what would one piece of advice be for any new koi keeper?
Just buy the fish that you like, not what people push you into. Don't worry about the price, even if you start very low. Just go for skin quality, just go for size, just go for, and look after your water. Look after your water. You look after the infrastructure, you're a winner.
Okay. What has been your biggest mistake?
Well, it's my first pond build, so it's difficult. I would say thinking that this size pond would be fine.
That's a sneaky way of saying it's not big enough. Okay, so future plans for your pond?
Making the chagoi to grow very big, and they say to my partner, there you go, see, told you, we need to extend the pond now.
Oh, okay, okay. And speaking of partners, do you get support from your partner? Does she show an interest in your pond?
So it's a funny one, isn't it? Because I want to get rid of my platinum organ, which is only that size. She never pay any interest, nothing. But if I say I want to get rid of that fish or move it on, she's like, nah, you can't do that. No, you can't do that.
So there is a connection there, a connection.
So, yeah, and she's really kindly feeding them today, and
that's good.
And changing the floss on the shower. So
good.
She's good. I'm keeping her.
Your last question: which is your favourite fish?
An asagi.
An asagi?
No.
Do you have an asagi?
No, I would never have an asagi. No, definitely chags. Obviously.
Definitely a chag every
They're
time.
friendly. They love their food. They just, yeah, just like me, really.
Well, thank you, Lau. That's the end of your questions.
Thank you.
Right, I'm quite fortunate to bump in this gentleman and his lovely wife, so we'll do an impromptu 10 in 10.
Hi folks.
So, what is your name, your age, your home and your profession?
Phil here from Telford Koi Pond, so as the name suggests, from Telford, and my profession is an account manager.
And how many years have you been keeping koi, Phil?
This pond, half of one. many years ago, 20 years ago, we had a big 4,000 gallon pond, and we had that for about 10 years, something like that. So I've always kept fish. Sun came along, filled it in, and we recently got into it again, hence this pond.
So what is your current pond size and how many fish have you got?
Pond size is 2,500 gallons, so around 11,300 litres, and I've only got 6 fish in there, and they're the original 6 fish that we started our lockdown pond with.
Very nice. So do you consider this pond your forever pond? There won't be another pond after this? That's always a question to ask.
I am, because my wife is standing there, I am going to say my Mrs. Telford Koi Pond, Claire, aka the camera lady, does such a cracking
wave
job.
to the camera, Claire.
Hi.
Thank you very much.
I'm going to say yes unless we win the lottery.
Okay, so next question. If your pond disappeared tonight, what would be your alternative hobby?
Ooh.
Jump in here, Claire, if you want.
More holidays.
I was going
More
to say,
holidays, okay.
holidays. We do a bit of surfing down Cornwall, so probably, yeah, more holidays, a bit more surfing.
Right, okay. Next question. During the hobby, your time when you started to now, what has been your biggest triumph?
I think because of all the adversities that we've been through and problems we've had, just getting it up and running at the end, to be honest with you, getting it running nice.
And as you've had koi for some time, what is your initial advice for new koi keepers? Just one piece of advice.
Research.
Research.
Do your research first. It'll save you lots of time, lots of money.
Okay. Next question is, what has been your biggest mistake? I dare say there's been a few, everybody's suffered a few, but what has been your biggest calamity?
Probably fundamentally digging the hole in the wrong place to start with.
Oh yeah, that's got to be a good one. So, as we've been watching your most recent videos, for me, you've finished, but do you have any future plans?
I'm going to change the filtration round a bit and get another pump running on it. Thinking about a backy shower. Nothing really imminent. I'm just going to enjoy the fish, just get some more fish in there for now and then enjoy them, but next year is, dare say there'll be some movement on that.
Okay. Next question involves Claire. So do you get support from your partner? I know Claire's like camera woman, but Off camera, do you get support from Claire? This is a bit dicey because she stood at the side of
no,
you.
Genuinely, I absolutely do. Claire is wonderful.
Oh.
She is. She's very supportive in everything I do. Not necessarily that interested in a lot of the things I do, but very, very supportive.
Good, good, good. And final question, I mean, I know we're not here, so you might have to point this out in your next video, but what is your favourite fish and why?
My favourite fish is probably a Shiro Tsuri, and I can't get one for love nor money at the minute.
Right. Could it happen today? Because we're now at the Coventry BKKS.
It could.
Have you seen one?
I've seen a couple.
Oh, here we go. Right, thank you very much, Phil and Claire. And that is the end of 10 in 10.
Thank you very much.
Good afternoon.
Afternoon.
Right, can you tell me your name, your age, your home and your profession?
Martin Hoyt. Age is 56. Profession, HGV lorry driver. And I live in Dorset.
Okay, Martin, so koi keeping years. How long have you been keeping koi?
Probably one form or another, about 20 plus years.
And what is your current pond size and how many fish do you own?
I'm currently about 10,000 litres, well I'll say about, just near enough spot on 10,000 litres, and I'm overstocked with about 14 fish.
Is this your forever pond?
No, not by a long way.
Right, so there is something in the mix. And if your pond and fish disappeared tonight, what would be your alternative hobby?
Good question, haven't got one. It takes up too much time.
Okay. What has been your biggest triumph during your koi keeping years?
My biggest triumph in my koi keeping years is probably rescuing a fish from a neighbour's pond. It was virtually on its last legs. I brought it home, salt bathed it, nurtured it, brought it back to life, and it ended up living for about 10 years past that, and I think it must have been probably about 30 plus years when I took it over.
Oh, that's all right. What one piece of advice can you give to new koi keepers?
Build the biggest pond you possibly can, because if you don't, you only want to go bigger and bigger and bigger, but keep it within your means.
And now we've done biggest triumph, what has been your biggest koi keeping mistake?
Not listening to people who know better than me.
Okay. Any future plans?
Well, yes, obviously, because it's not my forever pond, but I'm going to, I'm looking to move home within the next 5 years. Nice little bungalow, because I'm getting too old to go up and down the stairs. And then I shall be building my forever pond, which will probably be up around about the 5,000 gallons marked, raised with a roof and a filter shed, a drum, the whole lot, because I'm too old to do anything else.
Do you get support from your partner, your wife?
As much as she may moan about all I think about is fish and YouTube, yes I do. She's absolutely fantastic.
And what's the name of your wife?
It's Jackie.
Okay, well done, Jackie. And last question, what is your favourite fish?
My favourite fish is, I like the tancho showers.
Tancho shores.
Yeah.
Right, and that's the end. Thank you very much.
Cheers, Steve.
Made any purchases?
Oh no, I'm not buying any more fish.
No. There's some nice ones in here.
There is.
And here we are with, what's your name or where do you come from?
Matthew. Rugby.
Rugby.
Warwickshire.
And you are?
Warwickshire Koi
and
Bonsai.
Bonsai. So why should people watch your channel?
Oh, hopefully they get a bit of advice, a bit of knowledge, what I know I can pass on to somebody else, and hopefully I can listen to their channels and get a bit of gossip from them.
And how long have you been working with bonsai?
30 years.
So there's a good chance you know a little bit about
A
bonsai
little bit,
then.
a little bit.
And why are you here today? Are you going to make any purchases?
I know I was here yesterday and I bought 3 fish from here yesterday.
And you're going to buy another 3 today, I guess?
No, I've been and bought a Draco drum today. I've just met somebody here and picked the Draco drum up. So,
Oh, that's good news.
So-
And when do you get that fitted to your pond?
this week with me eater as well.
Excellent.
Well,
Excellent.
next week now, so.
Right. Thank you for that, mate.
That's okay,
I'll
not a
add
problem.
that to the video.
Yeah.
Good afternoon. How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing fine, thank you.
Didn't
Channel's
realise
going
that.
well, I see.
Sorry?
The channel's going well.
It's going very well, thank you very much.
And the new pond.
I gave him the money.
You know what I mean?
So, what have you been buying, fella?
A 10-piece for me pond.
And how much did you pay for that?
£195.
That's a big saving today, isn't it?
Yep.
What else has everybody been buying? What you got?
Got me a bowl, 30 quid, got them on.
Same bowl as I've got. And you've got some.
Copperberg.
Yeah, I think that Copperberg might top it.
And the test kit as well.
Oh, he's got his Columbo.
And the test kit.
Yeah, that's all right. And what are you going here? And some shrimp. Do you know what? I might go get some shrimp myself.
£6.
Hey, mate.
I'm going to go get some shrimp myself.
Yours has got Columbo.
Say hello.
Engraved in the box.
Hiya.
Go get our people.
Say hello.
Hello.
Say hello.
Hello, I did say hello.
Bonjour.
Do it in French.
Bonjour. Comment ça va?
I did say that. I forgot.
You forgot your own language.
I'm not French. I'm a
Say good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Steve.
What's the name of the dog?
Amber.
Amber. Amber, you're going to be famous. Right, we shall move on.
That's right.
So,
Hello everybody,
what's your name? Where do you come from?
I'm Jeff, I'm just for Koi, and I come from Enfield.
From Enfield. So
From
why should
Enfield.
people watch your channel, Jeff?
Because I'm the best.
Oh, okay. So we've got the best. We've got somebody that's informative, and we've got somebody that's French.
That's right.
And a female. And a female.
Female power.
Yeah. Good morning from the day after the BKKS. This is just an outro for the video. It was too late last night. I was doing a lot of stuff. So, weather report. This is August, by the way. Grim, grey, cold, and still Peterborough. Basically some thank yous I was overwhelmed by the warmth and generosity from the people that I met. Way too many to mention. At the BKKS Coventry yesterday, some absolutely wonderful people, and not one emotionally empty sociopathic joy destroyer amongst you. Everybody was buzzing and into their koi like you wouldn't believe. I met so many nice people. So what I'm going to try and do is mention a few people who didn't actually get on the video. Some of the people didn't want to be videoed, that's quite understandable. But just a quick shout out to Phil Jolly, Sales Director of Evolution Aqua. Now you may recall that every time I put a video out I am picking pieces of malformed micro K1 out of my drum. So I have never got any reply through email or telephone when I'd actually put this problem to them. They told me that they got that sorted out, they've got a new team, which I'll see. But I got a email this morning from Phil Jolly to say that thanks for visiting, thanks for the discussion that we had. I tried to keep my temper in check, if you like. I tried to be professional. We had a long discussion about the manufacturing processes that are involved. I gave him a sample bag of everything that I'd collected, and I had assurances from him this morning that he would see his production manager just to try and get some background on what potentially could have gone wrong. So if you are suffering malformed micro K1 at the moment, stay tuned. I will see what reply comes back, and I'm looking forward to that. So if you're watching, Phil, thank you very much. I did actually say Evolution Aqua products are really good. I've had them in the past, I might have them in the future, so there was no attempt to decry any of their products. They're all very good products, but it's just that element of the micro K1 that was really getting my back up. And when I worked for Coca-Cola, I worked on blow molding machines, bottle blowers, so I have an idea of when things go wrong, what you do produce, and I'm very interested to see what the outcome is. Anyway, we'll stop that there, and then I'll check on my notes to see who I need to thank. So the list of thank yous. First off, there were a couple that I bumped into and they thanked me for doing the initial drum review, which either prompted or I actually bought a drum from what I'd actually said. So hopefully you got a drum. We'll see how you've gone on with that, but I do thank you for stopping and saying hello. 3 members of Quenicoi staff stopped me, 2 of them who I don't think I'd ever met before, and did ask how my drum was going on. So there was a genuine interest from the sales department about how my drum was going on. But I will do a review of this drum in another video, and then I'll give you my honest opinion on many aspects of it. But we'll see how that's going on. So I'm going to look down so I'm not ignoring the camera. Thank yous go to Nigel and Julie from Derby. Myself and Kat are going to go across and see this pond. Now I saw this pond on Quality Nishigoi, Tim Waddington's channel, about a year ago, and I had to stop the video and call Kat and say, you're going to have to watch this with me. This is amazing. I'm going to be fortunate enough to see this in the future, very near future, fingers crossed. So thank you to Nigel and Julie, and thank you for the invite. Next off we have Phil and Lucy from Daventry. Thank you for stopping and saying hello. Adi who made a purchase of the upflow filter, the Tempest, 195 quid. Good on you, mate. Dazzle Koi, bless him, the poor guy had some family arrangements to sort out, so he was quite late to the event, but I'm so glad that I met him. And just to pass on my thanks for making an entertaining channel, especially for Kat, because it's all sciencey stuff and that's well into her department. Danny's koi pond, the amount of problems that poor lad has had, but has overcome it every time. Great to watch. So Danny's koi pond, subscribe. Nishigoi with Oliver, I met him briefly yesterday, but another good channel, you need to watch that one. Marek, how can you not do a video and not mention Marek? Fantastic to meet you, Marek. Always watch your channel. I know you've had some ups and downs yourself, but keep banging on, mate. And we've just done EA, but Adam Bayer. If there's any time you want to know what a family-run business looks like, you need to go to see Adam Bayer. His stand was amazing. I went there with about an hour to go, about 2 o'clock, 10 past 2, completely sold out. He had nothing left. That is how a business should be run. So I've actually asked if myself and Kat can come down and have a walk around, and with open arms I said, yeah, anytime you like. So I will make arrangements to pop down and see Adam Bayer. So that's the end of it. Just well done to the winners. The quality of the fish was just blistering. I have seen some, I've been lucky to see some quality fish over the last 18 years, and some of those I could have easily scooped out and ran off with. They were so good. So congratulations to all the winners, thoroughly deserved, and to all the staff who made the BKKS happen. Anyway, that's enough of that. Stay safe, get your 2 jabs, look after your family. Goodbye.